Good evening.
Welcome to Tranquility TV series. Meditation was one of the oldest and best proven techniques to be able to restore that inner peace and joy and balance between the mind and the heart.
That's true. Meditation is there since ages. It has managed to survive multiple civilizations. In fact, meditation is there even during the Indus Valley civilization, which is one of the oldest civilizations.
So, what is exactly meditation? Which in Arabic we call it muraqaba or tafakkum. What do we do when we meditate? Is that just closing our eyes or chanting a mantra or concentrating on a candle or perhaps concentrating on the middle of the eyebrow? Is that all?
Thinking continuously of one thought.
Meditation is the art of letting go, relinquishing control.
I guess being alert to what we feel from within, our inner thinking patterns, our beliefs, our inner resistances.
Just being aware of the thoughts and not judging them whether they were good or bad.
Diving deep within ourselves.
Meditation, I believe, is observing your thoughts and emotions from a distance.
Expanding our consciousness and evolving.
No fixed time.
30 minutes a day.
1 hour a day. 30 minutes a day.
Earlier I thought meditation was concentration. But now I realize that meditation is not concentration. Concentration is a byproduct or an output of meditation.
Meditation is to think about one thing continuously, without a break if possible. It is a complete thought. What is this complete thought? The idea of meditation being a complete thought can be compared to the process of digging a well. We go on digging until we find water. This implies holding on to a single idea continuously for a while. When we dig a well, what happens? Initially, some rocks and rubbish come out, then perhaps some old buried things come out, then some layers of rock come out. Then comes sand, and finally comes water. In the process of meditation, too, we find that many things come to the surface before the essential thing is found. For this, we require patience, we require effort, and of course, we require time. We find that without patience, there is no success in this endeavor.
Does meditation not come naturally to us human beings? I mean, if you think of it, we are all thinking about one thought or the other all the time, isn't it? A mother when she is feeding her baby, when a child is worried about his exam, a businessman is worried about his financial investment, a teenage boy or a girl is thinking continuously about his boyfriend or girlfriend. All the time, at any junction of time, we think of one thought, isn't it?
Wow, that's interesting. That means we all keep meditating on something all the time. Sadly, we are meditating or thinking about the points or things that have hurt us the most, that make us so uncomfortable.
That's right. Continuously concentrating, focusing, meditating on our ambitions or our future. Now I understand. I'm constantly now thinking about only one thing, or I'm meditating only on one point.
Which is?
That's the secret. Let us see what are the different kind of meditation, what are different type of meditation that people do, and then we come back.
Let's see.
Based on the object of meditation, there are various types of meditation being practiced. Vipassana, Raja Yoga meditation, Kriya Yoga meditation, brow-based meditation, and so on.
Vipassana, which means to see things as they really are, is one of India's most ancient techniques of meditation. It was rediscovered by Gautama Buddha more than 2500 years ago and was taught by him as a universal remedy for universal ills, that is, an art of living. This non-sectarian technique aims for the total eradication of mental impurities and the resultant highest happiness of full liberation. Vipassana is a way of self-transformation through self-observation. It focuses on the deep interconnection between mind and body, which can be experienced directly by disciplined attention to the physical sensations that form the life of the body and that continuously interconnect and condition the life of the mind. It is this observation-based, self-exploratory journey to the common root of mind and body that dissolves mental impurity, resulting in a balanced mind full of love and compassion. The scientific laws that operate one's thoughts, feelings, judgments and sensations become clear. Through direct experience, the nature of how one grows or regresses, how one produces, suffering or frees oneself from suffering is understood. Life becomes characterized by increased awareness, non-delusion, self-control and peace. Kriya is an advanced Raja Yoga technique of pranayam, life energy control. Kriya reinforces and revitalizes subtle currents of life energy or prana in the spine and brain. The ancient seers of India, rishis, perceived the brain and spine as the tree of life. Out of the subtle cerebrospinal centers of life and consciousness, also known as chakra, flow the energies that enliven all the nerves and every organ and tissues of the body. By revolving the life current continuously up and down the spine by the special technique of Kriya Yoga, it is possible to greatly accelerate one's spiritual evolution and awareness. Correct practice of Kriya Yoga enables the normal activities of the heart and the lungs and nervous systems to slow down naturally, producing deep inner stillness of body and mind and freeing the attention from the usual turbulence of thoughts, emotions and sensory perceptions. In the clarity of that inner stillness, one comes to experience a deepening interior peace and attunement with one's soul and with God. Mindfulness meditation is practiced sitting with eyes closed, cross-legged on a cushion or on a chair with the back straight. Attention is put on the movement of the abdomen when breathing in and out, or on the awareness of the breath as it goes in and out of the nostrils. As thoughts come up, one returns to focusing on breathing. One passively notices one's mind has wandered, but in an accepting, non-judgmental way. Meditators start with short periods of 10 minutes or so of meditation practice per day. As one practices regularly, it becomes easier to keep the attention focused on breathing. Eventually, awareness of the breath can be extended into awareness of thoughts, feelings and actions. Developing a theoretical understanding of the moment-to-moment manifestation of subjective conscious experience could potentially guide mindfulness practice. The divine exists within the heart of each human being. Being infinite and without attributes, the object of heart-based Raj Yoga meditation has no name or form. One meditates upon the most subtle and pure thing, which is divine light in the heart. The method is to sit comfortably in one position with the thought that one's heart is filled with divine light. One does not visualize the light, but only supposes that it is present. As other thoughts arise, one gently diverts the mind back to the heart and waits patiently for this divine presence to manifest. Non-attention is the best response to unwanted thoughts, as thoughts without one's attention has no power. With practice, as one learns to regulate the mind, the mental chatter gradually disappears and one becomes more receptive to the guiding influence of the heart. Mind and heart thus begin to work together in a balanced way. With deepened practice, one learns to maintain this balanced state in the midst of life's activities.
Great to know. So many different types of meditation available these days. Wonder how meditation can help us. How does it help in regulating the mind?
I'm sure there must be a science behind it. Please don't tell me that is kind of miracle.
Just as we open the lid of a pressure cooker, all the steam comes up in one go. During meditation, all the thoughts which were at the back of our minds surface up. It is not that the thoughts did not exist. It is just that our conscious attention was not there. Like a moving fan in a room, we do not hear it when people are there in the room. When the room becomes silent, the noise of the moving fan strikes you. Similarly, in meditation, in the portal of silence, we become aware of the chatter in our mind.
See, there are a lot of thoughts which come up during meditation. And these thoughts come up because of our belief systems. Our thoughts over a period of time, they become harder and harder and become strong beliefs. The more the time we have spent on thinking these thoughts, the stronger and harder the beliefs become. As a result, beliefs which we carry since childhood, they are the ones which take maximum time to dissolve. That is why we should start meditation early. Because the earlier and more at a younger age we start meditation, the beliefs will be less hardened and less hardwired.
It is quite natural for our minds to flit away due to thoughts. When we start practicing heartfulness meditation, this is a transitory stage of meditation. With practice, we realize that we get better at finding inner tranquility. One way to deal with thoughts is to treat them as if they are someone else's thoughts, and thus create a distance between ourselves and these thoughts. Haven't we all experienced a time when someone kept bothering us, no matter how much we asked them to leave us alone? We may have even tried telling them to stop doing so and notice that they would react and argue, or only find further reason to bother us even more. And then we perhaps discovered that ignoring them was the best manner to deal with them. They soon got the message, finally gave up, and left us alone. Well, that works with thoughts as well. If we pay any attention to them, we get involved with them and cannot get rid of them. The trick is to gently detach our mind, ignore the thoughts, and bring back the focus to the original idea we began our meditation with.
Great to know. Thoughts on their own do not have any power. They are powerless. And if we don't attend to them, they lose power and just fall off. Interesting. So, the idea is to treat the thoughts as uninvited guests and they leave, isn't it?
I think you have a valid point. It's like if me and you will talk and the third person will come and we don't pay attention, that person leaves. Will somebody come to our house, we don't pay attention, that person leaves. Then, not attending to a thought is like not attending to a guest. They will definitely not stay there and they will be gone.
As mentioned in our previous episode, that we have become so used to the chatter within, the noise within, that the outer silence seems unreal. And sadly, we are the creator of the chatter within. Do you know, the other day I was thinking, when was the last time I sat by myself trying not to think?
Try not to think.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Try not to think. I find that very scary, because when you try to not think, it means you have to be in silence. And we always want to think.
What happens during meditation is that by shifting your consciousness from the mind to the heart, you gradually bring the mind into silence, into a thoughtless state. Some call it the state of no mind. The body remaining still, you gradually start to neutralize the senses. At that stage, you start to reconnect with your soul, with your inner being. Thus, you become slowly able even to move into higher dimensions. Because real meditation happens when your mind is silenced, when you can transcend the thoughts, you transcend the mind, you transcend the ego, you transcend the personality. I mean, it is real science, really interesting.
When I started meditation, the intensity of thoughts were a lot. I mean, and I used to get up as soon as their intensity was high. But with practice and time, you know, everything is good. I experience a lot of calmness, a lot of stillness, and I extend my meditation for as long as I can sit.
All the thoughts about life, work, people, family, relationships bother me during meditation. Sometimes I'm successful in avoiding them, sometimes I'm not.
Silence is scary. That's why we do not attempt to sit in silence. All the thoughts are our own creation.
Yes, the thoughts, the one that we create. I feel we are responsible for all the thoughts that we create, because I don't believe they disappear. Even when you forget the thought you had, somehow it comes up, and you don't know from where the thought's coming up. That's why the wise man said, watch out on your thought. They may become your destiny.
So, what would be the best posture for meditation? Also, what is the best time for meditation?
We sit comfortably with our eyes closed without lying down.
5:30 in the morning?
Just about any time, but I know 4:15 is the best time to do this in the morning.
Now I understand why we should meditate in the morning. All my family members wake up early morning and meditate. And I can see, to be tuned with nature, as early you meditate, as better.
At times, I meditate in the morning, and at times, I have meditated in the evening too. But you know what? I have observed that when I meditate in the morning, it is so much better. In the sense, I feel so much calmer and then go deeper within myself. It's a very different feeling, no doubt about that.
So what to do to be at our best in meditation? We always want to be at best of anything doing in life, right? So, what to do to be able to do the best we can achieve in our meditation? In our next episode, you will see the techniques and the ways that our meditation can be the most effective.
In the next episode, we will also be discussing the mistakes we make during meditation.
Till next week, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Tranquility, brought to you by Sahaj Magh.